Hello, my name is Shitiz Srivastava and welcome to my podcast. So today I want to talk about this demotivating thing that a lot of people that I know, and I have been myself been demotivated a lot of times. A lot of people get demotivated from time to time. They start something and then they get demotivated. So I want to get inside this whole psychology of getting demotivated again and again, and how to motivate yourself. Now this is very important, that if you want to do something, you have to be very persistent about it. You cannot write a book in a day. You have to write a book in like 3 months or 4 months, and for 4 months you have to be constantly motivated to do something. Now that is a one heck of a task, and that is why most people are unable to do what they really want to do. So if I am making this YouTube channel, so I have to be very persistent about it, that I make videos every day and put my videos on this channel every day. If I don't do that, I won't become successful. I cannot just make 100 videos in a day and just put it all over there. I might get successful doing that, but that is not the solution. The solution is that you keep on gaining the stuff, and then you keep making your videos, and that is what I do. So the thing is, the reason I believe that you feel demotivated is because you haven't listed down the goals of your life. Most of the time people are clueless about what they want to really do in their life. They don't know the reason why they are brought into this world. So they have to understand that if they do not have the clear goals about what they really want to do in their life, they will always feel demotivated, because there is nothing to look forward to. And that is why they need to have a clear vision of what they want to see themselves at. And that is something that you can argue with, because there is no scientific evidence that how it works, but the thing is, it works. And I have seen it works, and I have read about it, and there are multiple examples in hundreds of books where they tell you the same thing again and again, that you need to have the goal and you need to have the clear vision about your future. And that is what is the most important thing when you feel demotivated. So if you think that you are demotivated, imagine why you are demotivated. You are demotivated because you cannot think about your future. When you think about your future, you just see the darkness. So most of the people who are in the job often feel demotivated to go to the job and do something, because there's nothing much to do in the job. Like I was also doing a job, and every day when I went to the job, I didn't know what that day is going to bring for me. There are going to be some instructions from the above people who are top in the hierarchy, and they're going to tell me something to do, and I will do that without using my mind, using my skills for which I have studied. But there's nothing challenging there, and there's regular salary, and there's regular promotion that will keep on happening. But again, there is certain kind of gloominess in that sense, that it is a little bit more predictable, and you don't know whether it's going to lead up to somewhere, or whether it might lead up to somewhere where you don't want to go, but you are still doing it because you have to pay your bills, and you have to struggle to live. And you have to earn money, because everyone is earning money, everyone is having salaries, everyone is getting married, everyone is having children, and that is what you want to do. You want to follow the crowd, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with following the crowd. There's the only thing that matters is that whether you want to do it or not. Most of the time people do want to do it. Like when I was in college, I used to think very differently. I used to have certain ambitions. I was over ambitious, and I used to think of becoming filmmaker. I used to think of becoming a speaker or something like that. And the friends that I had, when I used to share my vision to them, they would tell me that they don't think like that. They would just want to get a good job and just want to live a peaceful life. So priorities change for different people. There are different people who have different priorities in life, and accordingly they work. So if you feel that way about yourself, that you do not have anything to look forward to, I think you should write down the things that you're really looking forward to, that you really wanted to do. Don't escape from them. Don't think that they are not going to happen. Like I met one government officer who told me that he is unable to write the goals, because in government job there are certain levels at which you get the promotion there, and there's certain pay scale beyond which you cannot earn. So there was some certain kind of demotivation, because you know that there's nothing you can do about it. You cannot change the government, you cannot change the rules overnight. It requires a thorough legal process and a lot of struggle and a lot of revolution. It needs a lot of effort on anyone's behalf, and there is no case study in the previous history where you have seen something like that ever happening. So you get demotivated more because of that. But the thing is, if you write down the goals, even though at times they seem unrealistic to you, and you feel that maybe they are not working, they might not work, but still if you have to write them down so that you can see them happening. And trust me, something always happens that makes them happen. I don't know what that intervention is going to be. In different people's case, there are different interventions and different ways in which things happen for them, and that is what Paulo Coelho says in Alchemist, that if you really desire something, the whole universe will guide you to have it. So you have to work towards it. You have to believe in something, and if you believe that whatever goals you're writing, though how impractical and improbable and impossible they are going to happen, then eventually something might turn up which will lead you towards that goal. But you have to think about those goals every day. So I would suggest that if you are feeling demotivated about certain things, then you have to be more specific about your goals. Just write down all the things that you really wanted to do in the coming future and just post it on a wall where you can see it every day, and that is what is going to make the difference in your life. And one more solution that I can tell you is that you have to think day wise. You might have heard about this quote called carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day, basically. So if you want to become successful, I say don't think too much about the future and don't overthink about the things. Just live in the day. Just think that what you can do in a day that can make a difference in your life. A day, live the life day by day. Try to enjoy as much as you can about the life and try to put as much effort into it to make it more fruitful. And that is all that is going to matter, and that is going to make the difference in your life, that you live the day one day at a time. Most of the time people think too much about the future. They push too much burden on themselves about the things that they really wanted to do, and they put these unrealistic deadlines on themselves that they have to finish these things in this particular time. They don't give themselves space for errors. They don't give them a space for relaxation. They don't give them these spaces. So if they would have given these spaces, then it would have been much more easier for them to move forward. Most of the time people sometimes put so many unrealistic goals in front of them that they feel demotivated themselves, and those goals are not unrealistic. The deadlines that they have put for them to realize and happen and manifest is so unrealistic that you feel that it is not going to happen. And that single thought, that negative single thought that if comes to your mind, that something that you desired might happen does not happen, you feel demotivated, and that's where the whole problem begins. You don't have to think in those terms. A single negative belief can destroy everything that you have manifested in a so long time. So when things start to happen, they don't happen in a blur of a moment. They take time. Even if for your positive energy to reach to the universe to make it happen, it takes a certain amount of time. It won't happen overnight. It won't happen in an instant. You have to keep on thinking. You have to follow the code of repetition, where you keep repeating the same thing again and again, and that's how it's going to happen. So whatever you think, it does happen. But when you think, when people say that what you think does happen, what they actually mean is that what you visualize does happen again and again, and that is what makes all the difference. One more thing that I wanted to talk about, and I have made a list of all the things that I wanted to talk about, but the thing is that has been bothering me for a very long time is that I sometimes worry about the things that are not in my control. Like suppose let me take the example of a YouTube channel. The thing that are in my control and the thing that are not in my control. If I list down the things that are in my control and things that are not in my control, I will find out that putting content every day on my YouTube channel is something that is in my control. But what is not in my control is to get the views or get the subscribers, because I have seen digital marketing. If I don't put in the YouTube or Google, if I don't give the money to YouTube and Google to advertise my YouTube channel or advertise my videos, then there is no possible way for me to grow my channel exponentially. Of course I can share my videos on Facebook, of course I can share my videos on Twitter, and there are multiple social media apps. But what if I'm not that much active on the social media, and there are not many friends on my social media who would actually click on those videos or like my videos that I'm putting there? A lot of people are jealous oftentimes when you start something new, and they don't try to appreciate you because they deep down they hate you for doing that. And that is something that actually stops you from doing things. You think about the things that you cannot control. You cannot control the behavior of the people who actually don't like you, who do not help you, who do not promote you, who do not like your videos, who do not subscribe to your channel. But the thing is that is only in your control is to read about the content, make the vlogs every day, and that is what is going to make all the difference. So and there's one model, if you wanted to follow, is about the Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk has been putting videos since 2006, and he has been putting one video every day, and he has put more than 1000 videos by 2010 or 2012, and there was not enough traction. But suddenly something happened and he became a motivational speaker, he became a public speaker. Why I will tell you why he became such a good public speaker, why he talks so good, is because if you see his first video and you realize that Gary Vaynerchuk wasn't too good at speaking, and there was a crappy camera that he was using, and he looked really bad in that video, but he still made that video and he kept on making those videos. And that is where the difference came in, because if you keep on doing something again and again and again, it actually develops classical conditioning of your mind, where you keep getting better at it. And despite you not doing it good, you have to keep on doing it, because until you try doing something, you will always fail at doing something. You will never be good at something if you start doing it. But you have to keep on doing it, because eventually the things will start getting better, the things will start getting into perspective, and that is where you're going to get better. Like I have started a review channel, a book review channel, and I personally think that I'm not very good at giving the reviews of the books, but still I keep giving the reviews, and I'm not promoting that channel. I have decided that I won't promote any of my channel until I reach this magical number of 100. Till I reach the magical number of 100, I won't promote any of my channel. And once I reach this number of 100, only then I will start promoting my channels, and I will start telling people that I have made this channel, and please subscribe to this channel. So basically, I also think that you get better when you keep on doing something for a longer period of time, and this is what has come to my mind. So don't get demotivated just because you're unable to do the things that you really wanted to do. Make a list of things and go slowly every day. If you do one task every day, even that is going to make a difference in your life, and that is what it requires. So this was my podcast for today. I hope you liked it. If you didn't like it, do let me know, and please share, like and comment. And if you are watching this podcast by any chance before I reach the 100 goal, and before I have started sharing my podcast everywhere, please subscribe to this channel. I will be very grateful to you. Thank you.